Hey there, it's Chris Westfall. I just had a couple of thoughts I wanted to share with you today. A lot of times people are asking me, yeah, that Medicare supplement business is a great business to be in. You know, you're helping seniors all the time. You're actually saving people money rather than asking for money from people. That all sounds great. And you're building residual income for life. That sounds wonderful. But can I do it? Is it too tough to do it? Well, I'd like to spend a minute sharing with you that if I can do it, you can do it. And what do I mean by that? I came from a long history of working in law enforcement. And if you can imagine, the toughest person you could train to sell would be somebody who, since the age of 19, has carried a badge and a gun, worn a badge, carried a gun, pulled over people, chased people, had to fight with people quite often, chase people all the time in the car, and then get out and run out and tackle them and fight with them in large numbers. But that kind of mentality being bred since I was 19 years old, having to tell people what to do all the time, not necessarily ask them, but actually have to, in a command presence type of scenario, actually command them to do certain things to abide by the law, or that they're under arrest and have to take them off to jail and fight with them to get handcuffs on. That kind of human interaction, a lot of the times working 12-hour shifts, missing most weekends and holidays. You can understand why I didn't like it too much at the end. But that does not lend itself very well to a good basis for a sales career, let me tell you. And when I left law enforcement, I started working with seniors one-on-one, face-to-face. And it was a very difficult transition going from actually, in most cases, telling other subordinate deputies what to do, which is what I was doing there towards the end, or telling the general public what to do to clear out from a crime scene, to put the gun down, to put your hands behind your back, all those things. This was quite a transition. But what I learned quickly was that there are a set of skills that you can develop. There are skills that you can study toward, and you can actually understand better the psychology of selling. You know, my first tape series that I heard was Dennis Waitley's Psychology of Selling. I listened to the whole thing. I then started picking up another sales book and another sales book, and I really don't like the books themselves. I like the audio books. I like driving around and listening to people train me on what to do. It's kind of like a university on wheels. And I literally made an entirely new, very successful career out of learning how to be different in my approach to people, and actually asking good questions of them, open-ended questions that let them talk and guide them down a path to understand that where they are currently is not their best scenario, and then providing a solution to let them know that we can do something better for them. But the entire posture had to change from what I was used to, you know, ordering and telling people what to do, to actually guiding and providing enough information and letting them talk enough. See, police officers don't often let people talk, ever. So that was a big transition for me, but I knew if I was going to be successful in the most lucrative career there can be, which is sales, and also still wanting to help people since I was 5 years old, I always wanted to help people. I knew I could do it if I could bridge the two of those things together, and that's what I've done. You know, Jason Evans, who has some training on our site, says that 80% of salespeople don't even ask for the sale once. They don't even know how to ask for the sale. And 80% of all salespeople have never even read or heard one sales book. That's a shame. 80% of the people that are in our profession we call selling have never even taken one professional education course on selling. Now, I'm not one that's real hardcore on closing, studying closing. It's more the entire psychology of the sale, of empathetic, was that the right word? Empathetic selling, listening to them, letting them talk about the pain of where they are currently, and then providing a solution, but doing it in a way that's not a hardcore sales close. You know, around here we don't tell people, you know, time's running out, you've got to take action now. The time's going to run out to grab this particular rate because you're going to lose it. We don't do business that way. We simply provide the solution, and if they want to take advantage of it, great. We provide the environment to where they can know us, like us, and trust us, so they can understand that everything we're going to do is going to be in their best interest. And once we communicate that to them, once they get it, that we are really good people and our intention is just to help them, then the sale is just a natural conclusion. The close is just a natural conclusion to that conversation. But I heard a sales statistic that says 80% of all sales are closed after the 5th attempt. So I want to encourage everybody that's coming from a different career into this one, don't expect that one call close. You need to set up the whole conversation that it's going to be a relationship. Hey, we're here in your endeavor to find better rates. We're here in your endeavor to find more education on this process. And listen, we're always here to answer your questions. Don't worry about it. Call us anytime. That's what we're here for. And then following up with them in a professional way using a program like Send Out Cards so we can do that systematically going forward with them. And it really will make a big difference. But I want to encourage you, if you're asking yourself the question, can I do this? Can I sell over the phone, or can I sell Medicare products? Can I sell life insurance to seniors? The answer is undoubtedly yes. Even if you have a law enforcement background, even if you did something else for 20 years and you never had to convince anybody of anything, we're not in the convincing business. We will share a story about what we've done with other people. We will find out what their pain is and propose a solution if what we have can get them out of a bad situation into a better one. But we're not here to convince anybody of anything. And you'll often hear me say that if you're listening to me in the office. Look, I'm not here to convince you that our way is the best. I merely want to lay out the facts for you so that you can make an informed decision and give them the power back. See, that was what the big challenge with me was coming from law enforcement, was having that power, whether it's just in my head or whether the law really gave it to me. But the big problem with law enforcement officers is we feel like we've got that power and we're ordering people to do what we say they're going to do and all that, what we say they have to do. Giving that power to them, letting them vent, letting them talk about their pain and their problems, and having a genuine heart of trying to help people. It will come through. So I'm not just saying to jump on board into sales in the Medicare market or any other by saying that just having your heart right will do it for you, but you've got to have your heart right first. If your heart is of the intention that you just want to make a lot of money, that will be transparent enough to a significant enough amount of people that they will run from you because of that. You'll feel hungry, you'll feel desperate to them, and they can pick up on that. Even in your voice vibrations, if you're just talking over the phone, people can tell that elevated level of stress that comes through the vibration of your voice. What I suggest, on the other hand, is have a genuine heart of trying to help people. That's the first step. The second part is you can have all the intentions in the world, but if you don't have good sales training as a foundation, you won't know how to guide them to the solution that's in their best interest. You know, typically we'll save somebody $60 to $100 a month on the same Medicare supplement plan they had before. But if we can never effectively communicate that to them by the use of very crafted questions to get them to talk, then what good have we done them or done ourselves? We can't help people unless we can effectively communicate what our solution is. And we do that largely by asking questions before we even propose to know what the solution is to them. So I just want to leave you with this strong encouragement. That is to go get a sales book, or better in my case, an audio book on selling. Not hard closing, but the psychology of the sale and how to ask good, effective questions to people without trying to manipulate them. If you combine good sales training, which we have on my website, by the way, under the self-improvement tab at MedicareAgentTraining.com, combine good sales training with a heart of compassion toward other people that's genuine, it's legitimate, and they can pick up on, cannot lead to anything else but success if you get off your butt and do something with it. Now, if you have all the sales training in the world and your heart's good, but you never pick up the phone to talk to somebody, or you don't have somebody that's being prospected coming to you, then you don't have any results. So I just want to encourage you, yes, you can do this. There is training available to help you get to the place where you're more professional in the way that you deliver your solutions, but it all starts with a heart of wanting to actually help people. But yes, you can do this too. Trust me. If I can do it for my background, you can do it for yours. I hope this helped you. Have a wonderful day, and if I can help you in any way, please let me know. Bye-bye.